Right, so following on from the incident the other day, when the Met police officer threatened to arrest a Jewish man for being Jewish at a Free Plasticine march, the Met themselves, they kind of offered an apology on Twitter, but I think it was kind of insulting to victims, if you ask me. Now, as you can see, it's a bit long-winded, but I'll just read out the relevant bit, which caused this statement to be deleted and replaced with a shorter one and an apt apology. And so, just to give you the context here, there was a Free Plasticine march, a Free Plasticine pro-Hamas march in London the other day. And yes, these things are still allowed to happen for some reason. And I have nothing against the marches themselves as long as they are peaceful. But these people, they are flying terrorist flags and swastikas. And in my view, I think they are gloating over the October the 7th massacre from last year. And they're kind of rubbing it into Israeli faces. That's just my opinion. Now, there was a Jewish guy who happened to be, as you do, walking around London. And he was openly Jewish. He had the kippah on his head. And he tried to cross the road to get away from these people, these terrorist supporters, which is what they are, essentially. And he was stopped by a copper. And he said to him, "Well, sir, you are quite openly Jewish, and if you don't wait here until the march has passed, then I'm going to have to arrest you for your own safety." Now, obviously, this is absolutely outrageous. And it's yet another example of whose side the Met Police are really on here. And if you're a Brit and you're a victim of crime, then it's not you. So that's the context. The Met issued this sorry-ass excuse, and then they deleted it, but it's been shared everywhere. Anyway, this is the relevant bit I think you should be aware of. And they say, and I quote, "In recent weeks, we've seen a new trend emerge, with those opposed to the main protests appearing alongside the route to express their views. The fact that those who do this often film themselves while doing so suggests they must know that their presence is provocative, that they're inviting a response, and that they're increasing the likelihood of an altercation," end quote. Now, to me, this is victim blaming. If you're there lining the streets and you are against the Free Plasticine pro-Hamas marches, and these people attack you, then it's your fault. They assaulted you, they attacked you, because you think differently to them, because you have a different opinion. And they don't like it, so it's your fault. You provoked them. That is essentially what this statement is saying. And it is effectively victim blaming. And you know, quite frankly, if these marches do insist on having with them people who wave terrorist flags and swastikas and chant anti-Israeli genocidal songs, then yes, I think there should be people, and these people should be allowed to let these idiots know that they're in the wrong. I'm telling you now, if there was a so-called far-right march in London calling for the eradication of the Jews and the Jewish state, then you would have rabid lefties frothing at the mouth, lining every side of the road, spitting, kicking, punching, throwing missiles, and the police would be carting everyone who's in that march off to jail. But no, because Free Plasticine is a very trendy thing now amongst the lefty elites, and the Met Police is a weaponised arm of these people, then it's A-OK, isn't it? And I'll say it again, the Met Police and the British police in Britain as a whole, it needs reforming, root and stem. And there we go. I'm Paz49. Thanks for listening, and until the next time, Roger Trout.